Hey, Palkia!
You two! What are you doing in my dreams? No! I remember we battled. So why am I dreaming?
You've been enveloped by a nightmare, Palkia.
What? What did you say? I'm in a nightmare?
What?
This proves it. You both should not exist.
What? Palkia! Wait a second. We want to ask you something. Palkia, why are you trying to get rid of us?
You dare pretend that you don't know? You are distorting space with reckless abandon. If the distortion spreads, the power of darkness will grow. The world will be drowned in this nightmare of darkness. To prevent it, you must be wiped from this existence.
But there must be some other way. You govern space and dimension, don't you, Palkia? Can't you correct the distortion of space yourself?
It is true that I can bend space to my will, but for the first time ever, I am unable to control a part of space. Worse still, the distortion of space is amplifying. This is all you're doing. There is now but one way to save the world, and that is for you to be erased from this world forever.
Palkia is saying the same thing that Cresselia said. Oh, Hecla. Cresselia was telling us the truth after all. Maybe they're right about us. Maybe we do have to disappear. Omnis.
I feel sorry for you, but this must be done to preserve peace. Please understand.
Palkia!
Ah, here you are. I've found you at last. It's Cresselia again. I thought it was gonna be Darkrai.
Cresselia!
The spreading darkness engulfs even this place.
You must be eliminated as soon as possible. Before we finally pass the point of no return. Ekla, we refused to give up. We did what we could. After everything we did, was it all for nothing? Was all our effort a waste?
So, are you ready for your end?
Cresselia, one moment. Tell us one last thing. If we disappear, will the world really and truly be saved?
Yes, it absolutely will. The world will be saved, it's beyond a shadow of a doubt. Are you finally satisfied?
Yeah. If we really must disappear. If that will save the world.
After so much, Omnis's will is starting to sway. And so is mine. But is this truly and absolutely the correct course of action?
Wait, Cresselia! Blinded by fury, I attacked them earlier. But, upon seeing them now, they do not seem driven by malice or wickedness. In my dreams, Cresselia, you insisted that they were bad. But are they truly bad?
Cresselia said that about us? In Palkia's dreams? Don't be fooled by appearances, Palkia. If we get rid of them now, all will be saved. So just like we did, Palkia met Cresselia in his dreams. But now Palkia is growing suspicious. Something is very wrong here. All this is based on what Cresselia claims.
Enough! I will be rid of you now!
Omnis, don't abandon hope.
Now, take this!
Yes, that's exactly it. Never abandon hope.
What? There's a second Cresselia?
Ha! I was right all along.
Ah!
What is this? Who is this?
Excellent, I was just in time.
Blast you, Cresselia. I've been foiled, just as I was about to dispose of these metals once and for all.
Please listen, Ekla, Omnis, and Palkia. You've been misled all this time. By Darkrai there.
What?
The Cresselia you thought you knew until now was not me. That false Cresselia was nothing more than an illusion made by Darkrai. It was merely a mockery of me.
What?
The Cresselia we knew up to now was just a fake. Darkrai, using an illusory duplicate of me to deceive others. It's so typical of you. But you usually never bring your actual self out of hiding. You normally operate under cover of darkness. That you'd personally emerge from the shadows to dispose of these two. That is so very unlike you.
You two, behind Cresselia.
What? Us?
Correct. Pay close attention. Now, the one truly responsible for exploiting the space distortion, for shrouding the world in nightmare. It is my doing. Mine alone.
What? What did you say?
You are more than welcome to try and stop me. Come to me in the dark crater.
You're not getting away, Darkrai. Darkrai vanished?
You cannot catch me, Cresselia. Not ever. You two. I shall be waiting in the dark crater.
Dark crater? Marill! Azurill, that's great! You woke up from your nightmare. Yep. You did it, Miss Cresselia. Thank you so much. And Mr. Drowsy too.
Huh? Me?
Thank you very much, Mr. Drowsy. Mr. Drowsy, I have to thank you too. You stayed to take care of Azurill this whole time. Thank you so very much.
Well, shucks, it's the least I could do.
Listen, Cresselia. What happened to Palkia? Palkia is immersed within Spatial Rift, where he's attempting to take care of the distortion of space. As the being that governs space itself, he is staking his pride on success. Given that duty, I would not expect to see him manifest here again.
Well done, how remarkable. It's truly quite marvellous. Marvellous indeed, Cresselia. We'd heard your power to dispel darkness, but only in rumour. But it was all true. I must say, this is completely marvellous.
I understand. You used your power when we were in Palkia's nightmare. That's how you pulled Palkia and us out of the nightmare. Indeed, I do have the power to dispel darkness. It lets me dispel nightmares, and awaken those in deepest sleep. Darkrai stands as an opposite to my being. He has the power to enshroud those who sleep in nightmare. Omnis and Ekla, do you recall where you met my imposter? The imposter, that is to say, the first Cresselia that you met. Those encounters were always within dreams, weren't they? That's true.
It's true. The first time was in a dream. Then later on, come to think of it. That time, I wasn't dreaming, so I guess it never occurred to me. But I realized that I was in Azurill's nightmare. In other words, it was still in a dream. Then, the next time we met, it was in Palkia's nightmare. That first Cresselia. We encountered her only in dreams.
Darkrai has the power to create realistic illusions. What Darkrai was doing was using his illusions to make you think you were seeing me. It was all an elaborate ruse to get at you, Ekla and Omnis, so that your whole existence could be eliminated.
What?
To eliminate Ekla and Omnis from this world. Eliminate those two?
Well, it's shocking that he wants to get rid of you. But why would Darkrai plot something so complicated? Why go to all the trouble of using a Cresselia imposter? Wouldn't it be faster to confront them directly in battle?
I would guess that it was all out of fear of Ekla and Omnis. Darkrai was afraid of me and Ekla? Yes, because Ekla and Omnis saved the world once before. That was when they prevented the collapse of Temporal Tower. But who was really the one that put the ruin of Temporal Tower in motion? Who was it that really sought to put the planet into paralysis? It was none other than Darkrai. What? Darkrai was behind the crisis at Temporal Tower? Darkrai intends to enshroud the world in darkness.
Darkrai failed to do that with the destruction of Temporal Tower. After that failure, he turned his attention to the distortion of space itself. If the distortion of space were to grow, Darkrai's power to create nightmares would also grow. What he sought to do was envelop all Pokémon in a nightmare. It was all Darkrai's doing. He was making the distortion of space expand. Darkrai was doing that? Isn't the space distortion expanding because of our existence? It is true that your existence is causing space distortion, but the distortion you cause is extremely small. Furthermore, your distortion of space won't expand on its own. Then... Yes, the expanding distortion of space has nothing to do with you. It was blamed on you, however, so that you would be eliminated. It was all part of Darkrai's elaborate deception. Oh, Ekla! I'm so glad. We're not beings that must not exist. It's okay for us to live in this world. We're not unwanted.
Omnis. I don't know what you two went through, but... it's just not possible for either you, Omnis, and Ekla to be unwanted in this world. If either of you went away, Omnis or Ekla, it would make me sad. I think everyone at the guild would be sad too. It makes us happy that you're with us, Omnis and Ekla. That's reason enough to keep existing.
Wigglytuff.
More than that, it's not just Omnis or Ekla. Everyone here. All the Pokémon in the world. Not one of their lives is without meaning. So never think that you're not wanted ever again. Stay full of cheer, alright?
Thank you, Wigglytuff.
Hey, but talk about dirty and dishonest. That Darkrai's a piece of work.
He never comes out in the open. He does his nefarious work from the shadows. If you can confront him, he will always flee. That is how Darkrai has always done things. But Darkrai is doing something so unlike him right now. He has invited Omnis and Ekla to confront him.
It's true. Darkrai left those parting words. You're more than welcome to try and stop me. Come to me in the Dark Crater. You two, I shall be waiting in the Dark Crater. Darkrai told us to go to the Dark Crater, and that he would be waiting for us. Cresselia! You believe that he demanded Omnis and Ekla come to him for a reason, don't you? Do you believe that it's a trap?
Yes, it's a trap, without a doubt. It doesn't matter if it's a trap or not. If we don't stop Darkrai, then he'll smother the whole world with darkness. We have to do something. We're going to the Dark Crater. Okay, I respect your decision. I will accompany you. I have long been aware of Darkrai's scheme. I have pursued him a long time to thwart his plan. But every time I caught up to him, he would elude me. This time, he is waiting for us. I would like to settle this once and for all.
I'll go too.
Me too.
Yup, I'll go, by golly.
I'm delighted by everyone's offer to help. I'm afraid that Darkrai would be scared off if too many of us were to go. This is a rare chance to corner Darkrai and stop his nefarious scheme. Please be content with just the three of us going.
Aw, that's too bad. But I'd have to say y'all are right.
Don't worry, everyone. We'll be sure to defeat Darkrai and come back. Yes, you do that.
If anyone can, it's you. Y'all take care, by golly.
Everyone, thank you. Let's go, Ekla. Let's go to the Dark Crater, where Darkrai awaits us. To the northwest of here, there is a land of volcanic terrain. The Dark Crater is located there. Please tell me when you are ready to leave. I will guide you to the Dark Crater.
Welcome back to Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. Darkrai's waiting for us in the Dark Crater. There's nothing else for us to do but to go there
and finish this, I suppose. I did all my preparations. I'm ready to go. I don't know what to expect, but let's do this.
Very well. Let us be on our way. Off we go to the dark crater.
Wow.
So this is the entrance to the dark crater. Here we face Darkrai. There is no telling what he has in store for us. We must proceed with the utmost care.
Here we are. Welcome to Dark Crater. That's a Flareon. Okay, let's Focus Blast you. I'm actually still kind of trying to get over this sequence of events that's happened since we went to talk to Lapras. Being abducted by Palkia, and then going into the nightmare, and now coming here to the Dark Crater to fight Darkrai. It's crazy. We'll just quick attack this Chimchar. We don't... Never mind. Oh well, that confusion was good. Good job, Cresselia. Wow, I really am not paying enough attention to where these Pokemon are. Also missing a lot. Oh, you have Double Team. Interesting. I need to take a look at Cresselia. I say that every time we get a party member, but I'm not sure if we actually can. Because I don't know if she counts as a full party member. Yeah, I can't even look. So we know she has Double Team. We know she has Confusion. So that's 2 moves. Ow. Don't crit me. I'll crit you right back. How's that? I'll punch your friend as well. Lots of starters and starter evolutions here. I like that. I think Fire-type starters are generally pretty good. Pretty cool Pokemon. Oh, that was a trap. I don't actually know what that trap is. I don't think we've seen that one before. Not gonna find out today. Hopefully not, at least. Oh, a gummy. Oh, it's a useless gummy. I don't even need this. Get out of here. Taking up inventory slots. Speaking of inventory, my inventory is as full as it can possibly be with Oran Berries, Reviver Seeds, Max Elixirs, and all that good stuff. But we don't have... Cresselia took a deep breath. Well, good for you. Sometimes you just gotta. It's a tense situation, you know? Gotta remember to breathe. We don't actually have any Violent Seeds left. And I had a look around and tried to find some. Sandstorm. Ew. Yeah, I had a look around town to see if any were being sold or if we could trade for them in the Spinder Cafe, but we can't. So we're gonna have to do this fight. I'm presuming that we're going to fight Darkrai. We're gonna have to do that without a Violent Seed, unless we can pick one up in this dungeon somewhere. And... oh, bye. I'm a little nervous about that. Because we've kind of relied on Violent Seeds so far. Ow, close combat, jeez. We've kind of relied on Violent Seeds so far to get us through some of the tougher fights. It helped against Dialga, it helped against Palkia. So I'm wondering if we're going to be able to get through the Darkrai fight without them. Probably. I have faith in my team. I'm wondering if Cresselia will be there for the fight or if she'll take a backseat. It would be fitting if she was to fight, but I think it would be more of a challenge if we were to fight him without her. But if I remember correctly, Darkrai is a dark type, which means we're going to have a type advantage there by being a fighting type. If we don't miss... ow, Magnitude. That's a whole heap of not good. I'm going to eat an Oran Berry. I'm going to hope it doesn't roll another 9 with Magnitude. Oh, Omnis has got this, never mind. But again, better safe than sorry. I'm definitely being a little bit more cautious in this dungeon than I was in the previous one, because I made some silly mistakes and it cost me some Reviver Seeds and some healing items, which we do have plenty of, but they are a finite resource. And I have a feeling we're going to need them. Ow. That's Blaze coming in. Let's just, again, be very cautious with what we're doing here. Let's let Cresselia tank for a while. She's probably relatively bulky. Now, I remember double team. Right, yeah, that would be a good defensive tool. Now, I don't really know much about Cresselia and Darkrai. I mentioned it in the previous video, or in a previous video, that they're kind of fringe Pokemon. You only really see them in the events in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and then you get... I think you get Cresselia in Black and White too, but I don't think you get Darkrai, and that's in the post-game. And... whoops, here I am walking into things again. As a result, I really don't know that much about them. Omnis Grid level 53. Good stuff. We need all the power we can get for this final push. So I think Darkrai is kind of a bit of a mixed attacker, maybe a more special focused attacker. Oh crap. This is a situation, but I made an adjustment and I brought Fossil Orbs because I did read the description, and Petrify Orbs are cancelled out when the Pokemon gets hit. So we've made the adjustment from Petrify Orbs to Fossil Orbs here. Let's set up our discharge, and don't have any brick breaks at the moment. But we do have Focus Blast. Paralysis. That was a lot of missing, actually. Omnis, I need you to walk forward here. Oh, crap. Alright, I think I'm just going to use a Max Elixir in a moment, actually. That would be better. Ow. Yeah, I think using a... No, I'm going to heal. I'm going to use an... Oh, I'm so low on Oran Berries. Decisions. I think I'm thinking more about what I'm doing now than I ever have before because I've made some crucial mistakes recently. I'm just playing extra cautious. Omnis, I need you to walk forward here into the room so you can hit everybody. Come on. I am in all kinds of a bad way here. Oh, that was a lucky dodge. And Combuskin turned on Omnis instead. That's fine. Now I'll use my Max Elixir. So I can start breaking things again. Discharge. Yes. Yes. What would we do without Discharge? Seriously. I mean, we did play most of the game without it. Or I'm not sure if it's most of the game at this point. It feels like probably more half of the game without it. We did get it in the post-game. So we've done the post-game with Discharge and the story without it. Thunderbolt, though, did do a very good job of carrying us until we got Discharge. And we handled that. That was a dead end, but the items were worth it. Ugh. Another 0 PP trap in the same room. That's nasty. Wow, this was the biggest dead end of all time. Alright, well, we handled that. It wasn't too bad. Didn't use too many items. Used all my Fossil Orbs. So hopefully we don't run into another monster house, or hopefully we can pick up another one. An Escape Orb. Chestnuts. Okay, Cresselia. You do you, I suppose. Now, normally I wouldn't mind the Chestnut Trap because it's only 10 damage, but because we're in a sandstorm, effectively our health regeneration has stopped. So that 10 damage actually kind of sticks. That could be important. Could be vital. Just little things. I think I'm definitely thinking more about what I'm doing now. I've said that already, but I really am. Because I don't want to make any silly mistakes that cost me here. Normally these story dungeons aren't the most challenging, it's really the extra ones that are the more challenging ones, but this is... If I had to guess, this is like the last dungeon of the post-game, right? Surely it all concludes when we fight Darkrai. Maybe not, I don't know, don't spoil that. But, it certainly could be the very end, so, and if it is, then it certainly will be a challenge, because I remember Temporal Tower being a challenge. Cleanse Orb, I'll take that, and a box as well. We'll hold on to the treasure for as long as we can. Keep breaking. Alright, 6th floor. I don't know what this is. Cresselia is taking a deep breath. Maybe it's a... Not that we can check. A tactic. Or maybe it's her ability? I don't know. I don't like how you can't check the status of your partners, the ones that join you for a temporary time. It's not great. Right, so they said that this is a volcanic place, and of course there is lava and fire types everywhere. It's honestly not quite what I was expecting. And Cresselia mentioned it. The way... Huh? Okay, that's not great. The way that Darkrai has been operating is really a little odd, and it struck me as odd as well. Darkrai likes to stick to the shadows and do things in... Oh boy. This is a lot of Pokemon. Okay then. Discharge online. We can handle this. It's not a problem. Let me sort my items. What can I do here? We got a lot of escape orbs. And not really a whole lot of anything else. I suppose it's too much to ask to wish that I had some kind of AoE move as well as Omnis, but it certainly would be nice to have. But, you know, then again, Discharge is ridiculously good. Even just the paralysis coming up there is as valuable as the damage. Let's Focus Blast this Flareon. I want to do as much as I can without moving, because we're in a pretty good position right now. Speaking of moving, I need to set Omnis back to Let's Go Together so he doesn't go any further into the room. I like the position we're in at the moment, and I'm going to stick with it. As for right now, however... Oh, I can quick attack this Charmeleon. Kinda need to deal with these camera-ups, because they have Earth Power and Lava Plume. Okay, that is pretty bad. Let's use an Oran Berry. I think that's an appropriate time to use one. Cresselia has Slash. Okay, interesting. That's not the kind of move I would have thought she would have, but I suppose she has. Earth Power again. No. Jeez. Okay. This is pretty challenging. I do have a lot of Tota Seeds that I could be using here. I think that might actually be a better bet than using my Oran Berries here. No. I just need Omnis to get this Discharge off. If Omnis gets this Discharge off, I think we're alright. Okay. Well, that's one Reviver Seed down. Oh, is Omnis out of Discharge? Omnis is out of Discharge. That's the problem. I was wondering why he didn't use it. Okay. I missed the item that we had that increased his maximum PP. That is, it's something I sorely, sorely miss in this situation right now. Oh, Omnis, no. Oh, wow, it shielded it, and then the move missed anyway, and then we missed twice in a row. Not getting particularly lucky here. Luckily, they're using Takedown more than anything else, and that has actually helped us out. Oh, good, more Pokemon. I'm gonna need you to not use Aurora Beam on fire types. Never mind, took both of them out. I suppose they'd already been hit by Discharge, so they were quite low on health. Let's swap out. You know what I'm gonna do, actually? I'm gonna eat this Plain Seed, just because it increases or fills up my belly ever so slightly. Better than just leaving it on the ground. Let's just be as efficient as we possibly can here. And we've picked up a lot of gummies, so let's actually use them. I want to use them all on Omnis, because I think he probably benefits from the IQ trait more. Maybe I should check that, actually. Can I... If I get the right menu option. Will it tell me what the next one he's gonna get is? I don't think it does it from this menu. Well, we're just gonna I'm gonna give them all to... Actually, not Sky Gummy. I want that for Ego. If we could just squeeze a new IQ skill in right at the end, that would be useful. Concentrator, what is that? Menus, how do I use them? Concentrator. The Pokemon focuses on making its attacks hit, so its accuracy is boosted by 1 level. Its evasiveness is reduced by 1 level, however. Interesting. I think we will take that trade, because Discharge isn't the most accurate of moves. Speaking of which, we need to switch that back out for Thunderbolt. Okay, nice. Come on, let's get out of here. Oh, damn. Thank you. I'll take that and run with it. Bye. Oh yeah. The game heard my call. I don't want to stay in here for too long. This place is scary. We've already had 2 monster houses. Yes, this is more like it. Jeez, okay, that missed. That's not good. Okay, I handled that though. Let's go. Let's keep moving on. Again, it comes to the point where I have to wonder perhaps how long this is going to be, how long this dungeon is going to be, whether there are going to be more dungeons after this. Whether we really are at the end or not. A warp seed, okay. Might as well hold on to it. Actually, I think I might start using them just to get rid of problematic Pokemon like Camerupt, for example. Speaking of which, allow me to return the favor. Ah, burn, that's not good, and guess what? I didn't bring heal seeds again. I guess heal seeds are not the most useful thing of all time, ever. But I suppose it's better to have them than not. Sandstorm. Arcanine. Okay, let's just stay as far away from that as possible. What is this dungeon layout? Just going all the way around the edge, I suppose. So it looks like the burn doesn't tick quite as often as poison does, or weather. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Wow, all this for a dead end. Huh. Well, let's just keep giving... I'll give myself this, because it fills the belly, and I guess having an IQ trait would always be better than not having one, so let's get rid of that one as well, since it's useless. Oh! Now, I wonder if burn reduces my attack in this game like it does in the main game. I think it does. Still managed to handle that without too much trouble, though. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it was. It's just these Camerupt that are really scary. Nice crit. Oh, Hippowdon, that's not good. Cresselia, take charge. Please don't do it. Please don't do the thing that you might do. Okay. I don't even want to mention it lest I jinx it. I wonder if this is the Camerupt that we warped away all that time ago. Okay. Basic attacks do no damage. Might as well just use Bite instead of them. Oh, good. Stairs. Oh, man, and they would be here as well. I had that 50-50 call. Whether I took the left or the right fork, and I chose wrong. It cost me a lot of time. That's okay, though. It's okay. It's just all building suspense. Or something. Anxiety, perhaps. I'm certainly a little nervous about making a big mistake and getting knocked out in here, because I don't want to do all this again. It's not been particularly challenging, but just from the types of Pokemon we've seen, I have a feeling this could be another dungeon that could really mess me up. Because of, mainly because of Camerupt. Times like this, I kind of wish I had a water type. Okay, I guess we'll go back up this way then. Nice, good call. Good call, me. Low back orb. I'm going to use that on the next enemy we find. Because there's no sense in having it go to waste. Oh, okay. That Torchic did 1 damage. You know what? I'll just leave you be. Bye. Okay. What have we got here? Sleep Seed, actually. Yes, let's take that. Swap out the Geo Pebble. We definitely don't need a 5th Escape Orb. Again, we'll leave that Torchic be. I like Torchic a lot. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, I might have, but Gen 3 has my favorite set of starters. I honestly can't choose a favorite between the 3 of them. It's actually quite rare that I really like all 3 starters in a generation. I never really liked the first gen starters all that much. Yeah, I'll eat that. What's this? A Warp Seed. Actually, you know what? That was kind of useful, so we'll take that. I'm going to start using more items that I don't normally use, because they're here to be used. Oh, Cresselia, you just really like chestnuts, huh? I tried really hard to avoid that trap. And Omnis as well. That makes all 3 of us. Squad. Yeah, I never really liked any of the Gen 1 starters all that much. I think the Kanto games are probably the ones I'm most likely to just not use a start Pokemon in. Gen 2, I kind of like their designs, but I just feel like Totodile's line is the best and the most interesting. I think, what's the fire type? Cyndaquil? I think that's pretty cool. You know what? I'm just gonna eat this guy, Gummy. Hey, I learned Survivalist. Nice. That was worth it in the long run. Let's see how long I can hold on without using a max elixir here. We have Focus Blast, so let's use it. Here I am again, just trying to save PP by using the basic attacks when Bite probably would do the job. It's not like we've got much else for Bite to do. Hey, speaking of Gen 2 fire type starters, there's Quilava. Oh my goodness. Well, that's Blaze kicking in again. That is a lot of damage. Right, let's take stock of the situation. We've still got plenty of Reviver Seeds. I brought a lot. Didn't really want to take any risks. I still have an absolute ton of Reviver Seeds in storage from when we needed to graduate, and I basically grinded for several hundred of them, it felt like. So, we're still good on Reviver Seeds, and we can actually get more with the Spinder Cafe. We can actually trade items there. There's Earth Power again. Crap. Alright, you know what? It's time to stand and deliver. Sometimes that's just how it has to go. Right, let's go up this way. Can't go that way, there's lava there. Was that the room we started in? The one with the wonder tile? I actually can't remember. I am low on health here. Omnis, you're gonna have to take the lead. Cresselia, I've gotta say you've not been particularly useful so far. Not been setting the world on fire. Pun only partially intended.
Omnis, you do have Thunderbolt, so can you use it, please? This would be a really good time for you to use Thunderbolt. Nice crit. You're just gonna stand there? Oh, yeah, you're slow. Never mind. Can't really criticize you since you are slowed by Scary Face. There we go. There's the Thunderbolt. Oh, there's Earth Power. Damn it. Alright, heal up, Omnis. This is gonna be really freaking difficult. This is not the time to be missing. Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here. Straight for the stairs. Let's not mess around. Actually, you know what? There are items in here. Might as well. A Rawst Berry, that could actually be useful, since we're in a Fire-type dungeon. A Chesto Berry. If I'm asleep, I can't use items, so I always find it pretty difficult to use Chesto Berries. Oh, thank goodness, we made it to a checkpoint. Man. Right, this is a good point to take a break. When we come back, we're going to continue on to find Darkrai. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.